What's good, y'all? Smash that like button, subscribe, and pour a stiff one because we're diving deep into Illinois political dumpster fire. I've been watching Thornton Township, Dalton, Harvey, Dixmoor, like a live episode of Who'd Rot House of Cards. It's not even politics anymore, it's petty scams and fancy suits. And let's be clear, these fools may be black, but they don't represent black folks. They're out here moving grimy and dragging everybody with them. So let me be the first to say it loud. We don't claim them, not the carjacking mayors, not the shady trustees, and definitely not these bootleg township kings, treating public funds like personal ATMs. These aren't leaders. They're glorified con artists in municipal name tags. They smile for cameras and rob your grandma blind while talking about community empowerment. Nah, this ain't it. Let's run the roll call. Fani Willis, Tiffany Henyard, the so-called mayors of St. Louis and New Orleans. And don't forget East Cleveland's own weedhead-in-chief, Brandon King. Man got caught slipping and somehow walked away with probation. Now Tiffany thinks she next in line for that soft landing. Girl, please, the feds are still circling like hawks. She's not dodging this prison playlist, but let's zoom in on the new clowns in town, starting with Napoleon Harris. Or should I say Napoleon heard everything and stole the playbook. Harris came in after Tiffany like he was the savior of Thornton. The whole time, man copied and pasted her hustle like a freshman cheating on a final. Except this time, the stakes are your tax dollars and your trust in democracy. Spoiler, both gone. Township supervisor's salary supposed to be $57,000. Napoleon said, "Nah, I'm built different," and jacked it to $220,000 like it was reparations. At least Tiffany inherited her bag. Napoleon just kicked the door in and wrote his own check like he was a damn Rothschild. Bro, the ink wasn't even dry on your oath of office and you already robbing the vault. You didn't even take us to dinner first. The disrespect is unreal. We were rooting for this man, celebrating when Tiffany got the boot like it was Juneteenth 2.0, but Napoleon came in on some smooth criminal energy. Quiet, arrogant, slick with the smile. And when Ben Bradley, from WGN, asked him a real question about his salary, dude acted like he was insulted. Sir, the public pays your bills, answer the damn question. Napoleon looked that man in the face, like, who you think you talking to? Like, bro, we thought you were different. Turns out, you're the same grifter in a newer model suit. You've been in office 5 minutes and already moved like a seasoned scammer. And the worst part, I actually cheered when Tiffany got booted. Now I feel like I clapped for the devil's understudy. I ain't even gonna lie, wanted Nate to take that seat, but this wasn't a fair fight. Nate didn't stand a chance against Napoleon's NFL clout. Man has more jobs than a Caribbean auntie. Thornton pays him $200,000, add up his side gigs and you're pushing $300,000, easy. Like how many paychecks one man need? Meanwhile, folks out here can't even get a pothole filled. This whole setup got me sick. Illinois politics looking like a Ponzi scheme with a press release. Just show up, flash a smile, collect 5 figures a month, and dip. Where's the accountability? The transparency? 'Cause from what I see, Napoleon out here clocking ghost hours while working Zoom gigs with taxpayer cash. That's not public service, that's a stick-up with a LinkedIn profile. And don't think I forgot about Clarence Clark. Or should I say, Christopher Clark. Yeah, homegirl from Calf of Knowledge, wasn't playing when she dug up his government name. Turns out he did a little switcheroo after some shady business with his pops and a record that won't die. Felony rumors. Refusing federal background checks. Sir, why so secretive? It's giving I got something to hide energy. These guys walk around like degrees and past football stats mean we can't question them. Hate to break it to y'all, but your LinkedIn don't excuse you from being trash. Degrees just mean you passed tests. They don't mean you passed character. And these dudes failed that exam with flying colors. Napoleon got the nerve to get snippy over a salary question. Brr, you used a shady caucus trick to even land the job, and now you mad when folks ask what you're making. We celebrated when Tiffany got dragged out the office like a telenovela villain. But now, I'm thinking maybe the sequel is worse than the original. At least Tiffany was loud about her corruption. Napoleon, he's doing it quiet, and that's even scarier. I really wish Nate had taken that win. Maybe next election cycle, he'll come back swinging and clean this disaster up for good. Because right now, this township is a full-blown circus act. Between the chaotic board meetings, the rubber stamp puppets, and smug officials grinning like villains, this place is trapped in a loop of dysfunction. And listen, I never liked politicians to begin with. These last few years just confirmed why my distrust was spot on. I caught wind of all this maybe a year and some change ago. And listen, I'm not here to play Saint games, but a few of them, like Jason House and Kiana Belcher, they're the only ones I even halfway believe. The rest, nah, they can kick rocks. Just take a look at these 3 stooges on your screen. Their behavior toward the public is straight up disgraceful. Chris Clark is basically Tiffany Henyard's evil twin, same playbook, same mess. Out here blocking off businesses with bricks and yard signs like he's Robin Hood for the tax office. And instead of fixing anything, dude's bright idea is to crank taxes even higher. For what? I keep asking who keeps voting yes on this madness. That's the real question. But nope, the cycle just spins. Power in these towns is like a drug. Once they get a taste, they want more. Give someone a little control and watch how fast they use it to crush you. I don't trust politicians, lawyers, CEOs, none of them. I walk into every room assuming they're lying through their teeth until proven otherwise. And that ain't paranoia, it's survival. That's what happens when you've seen too much. Look at Dixmoor, their mayor. Yep, that one was literally under indictment and still got re-elected. How you got the feds breathing down your neck and still win office? Somebody explain that. And let's not pretend Chris Clark is squeaky clean either. His name's buzzing too. Just like Tiffany, he's got some dirty cop in his pocket pressuring women, violating rights, and then flipping the script like he's the one being attacked. Same OL power games. The woman walked away and his weak ego couldn't handle it. So now he's hellbent on revenge. Straight up bullying. Reminds me of Louis Lacey back in the day, but Lacey never had the audacity this clown's showing. Clark's goon squad out here arresting folks just for clapping at a meeting. Yes, clapping. A woman showed support for a speaker, and next thing, you know she's surrounded by mall cops like she just threw a grenade. You can't even make this stuff up, and the energy, it's off. You feel it the second he walks in. Chris Clark got darkness written all over him. Ever look at someone and instantly feel that chill? That's him. Those soulless black circles under his eyes ain't from overwork, that's straight up demon activity. And Napoleon Harris, same vibe. Arrogant, condescending, acting like regular people are just peasants in his little kingdom. These men don't serve, they rule. And that's the whole damn problem. What kills me is, they work for us. That was Tiffany's biggest mistakes. She forgot who's footing the bill. We are but in Thornton Township. The people don't get a voice, zero transparency, no honest conversation. And if you do dare to speak up, here comes some linebacker-looking cop, body slamming you like it's Monday Night Raw. It's shameful, it's humiliating, and it's exactly how these crooks keep swapping names but never the game. Dude can't even jog a mile, but wants to run an entire township. Be for real. These retired athletes roll in with a couple million and suddenly think they're the next Barack. Newsflash, just because you played sports doesn't mean you got brains. Half these dudes are dumber than a box of cleat sand. I'll die on that hill. This ain't a video game, Napoleon, this is real people's money. Real lives. And you're treating it like it's just your side hustle between endorsements. It's straight up nasty out here. Just one trash leader after the next. Everyone knows Tiffany Henyard didn't start Illinois corruption, she just blasted it in Ultra HD with subtitles. Her stupidity wasn't sneaky, it was loud, proud, and all over the internet. She flexed her fraud like it was Fashion Week. That's exactly why the feds got her on their watch list, like she's the season finale of Scandal. And if things seem quiet, that's the danger zone. The feds didn't leave there just getting comfortable, and once they finish feasting on Tiffany, best believe Chris Clark is next on the chopping block, followed closely by Mr. Napoleon Ballin without boundaries Harris. These guys think just because the headlines died down, people stopped watching. Wrong. Where's that audit? Napoleon, what happened to all that open government talk? You ghosted the people like a bad Tinder date, and now you're threatening folks, saying Jediah Brown better stay out of Thornton. Boy, please. That's not leadership, that's dictatorship. Acting like the township is your personal mansion. Let me remind you, a position is how democracy works. You were the one cheering when Tiffany got tossed. Now Jed can't even show up without you panicking. I hope he keeps popping up. I hope he makes you so uncomfortable that you finally answer for the crap you've been dodging. Because let's be real, y'all only start acting human when someone's publicly stepping on your neck. I even gave Napoleon his flowers when he took down Tiffany, but now it looks like he just wanted her throne, not to fix a damn thing. Bro, how are you holding down 5 political gigs at once? There's not even that many weekdays. Ain't no way you doing the job right in any of them. Meanwhile, you strolling in with a 6-figure check while everyday folks out here getting hit with tax hikes and shutoff notices. This whole hustle is foul, front to back. That's Illinois for you. A whole state with no breaks, no rules, and no shame. These folks move like they're above the land in some cases. They raise your bills, raid your pockets, and don't even live in the communities they bleed dry. They just post up for photo ops and bounce. But nah, not letting it ride. Not this time. We're on their necks like pressure. So go ahead, hit that like, smash that subscribe, because baby, we ain't letting up. We're serving heat daily.